My question to you is, can we have a national debate on the development of the oil sands so we're not classifying Can we have federal and provincial debates on climate change policy so we can support the good work municipalities and provinces are doing?
Thank you. I think we need more than a debate about the oil sands. We need action. I'm sure that's what you want us to, where you want us to go. I think there are two things to say. First of all, for 5 years, there has been literally no federal leadership whatever in this field. The provinces have done stuff, municipalities have done stuff, the mayor of this city has done a lot on the green economy. So there has been progress at the municipal, at the provincial level. NGOs have done a lot of work, and there's been a big, deafening silence in the middle of our country where federal leadership should be. So what does federal leadership look like on the oil sands? It means an immediate end to all federal tax subsidies and incentives to the oil sands. You do that immediately. You don't do that in 2015 or 20. You do that now in the first federal budget of the Liberal government. You then take the money, and you drive the industry towards green innovation and CO2 reduction. Then you sit down with the provinces who've done a lot of work on cap and trade systems, and you work patiently and carefully to get a cap and trade system that works. Then you get the federal government back into the business of regulation in the areas of its jurisdiction. We've got jurisdiction in terms of watershed. We've got jurisdiction in respect of Aboriginal health at Fort Chip. We've got jurisdiction in respect of wild species. And we've had 5 years with no one having common markers on the things that matter. One of the roles of the federal government is to get us all to agree what's actually happening up there in terms of environmental impacts. The federal government's got to get back into the business of regulating the oil sands. And then we've got to get back up onto the international stage and start leading instead of dragging our feet. So all of that. I'm just getting started. We absolutely have to, as a country, begin to formulate a common national approach to the development of green and renewable energy. We've got to increase the amount of green energy transmission between provinces. We've got to do so in an equitable manner that balances the interests of provinces. But we can be a green energy superpower. We've got hydro coming on in Newfoundland and Labrador, which will take coal-fired stations and oil-fired stations offline in Atlantic Canada. We can get interprovincial energy transmission between, say, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and yes, even Alberta, which would take coal-fired generation offline in some of those provinces if we start looking at it. If we quadruple the amount of investment we put in wind, solar, and all the other renewables, we can start to have a portfolio approach to energy instead of depending exclusively on oil sands and natural gas. And that's the way we need to go. And a lot of Canadians want the federal government to have a coordinating, inciting, get around the table role. The jurisdiction is in the provinces, but Canadians are crying out for federal leadership here, and you will only get it if you vote Liberal on the 2nd of May.